Hello, this is Jason, and the topic of my presentation today is news and journalism. The media company want to ensure that their programming is entertaining enough to retain viewers, but still rooted in ethical journalism. In fact, the problem here is what are the potential concerns around what should be considered news. Sometimes we want the news to be what we want to hear, but other times it might not really have a place as a headline. If they want people to trust the news, they need to be objective, accurate, and truthful. They have responsibility to let viewers know the truth. Ethical journalism should be accurate and fair. Journalists should be honest and courageous in gathering, reporting, and interpreting information. The journalists take responsibility for the accuracy of their work, and they need to verify information before releasing it. Original sources should be used whenever possible. The journalists should provide context, take special care not to misrepresent or oversimplify in prompting, previewing, or summarizing a story. They also need to identify sources clearly. The public is entitled to as much information as possible to judge the reliability and motivations of source. Ethical journalism treats sources, subjects, colleagues, and members of the public as human beings deserving of respect. The journalist should balance the public's need for information against potential harm or discomfort. Pursuit of the news is not a license for arrogance or undue intrusiveness. They should recognize that legal access to information differs from an ethical justification to publish or broadcast. They should also realize that private people have a greater right to control information about themselves than public figures and others who seek power, influence, or attention. Weigh the consequences of publishing or broadcasting personal information. In addition, consider the long-term implication of the extended reach and permanence of publication. Provide updated and more complete information as appropriate. The highest and primary obligation of ethical journalism is to serve the public. The journalists should avoid conflicts of interest, real or perceived. They also need to be wary of sources offering information for favors or money. Make sure they do not pay for access the news. And identify content provided by outside sources, whether paid or not. What's more, they should deny favored treatment to advertisers, donors, or any other special interest and resist internal and external pressure to influence coverage. Means taking responsibility for one's work and explaining one's decision to the public. So they should explain ethical choices and process to audiences, and they also need to acknowledge mistakes and correct them promptly. Then explain correction and clarification carefully and clearly. Expose unethical conduct is necessary, including within their organizations. So these are part of the guides for media company to be ethical in journalism. They would better achieve those principles if they want to be entertaining but still rooted in ethics.